Good evening, I'm Robert Lefkowitz.
And I'm Ray Strassas, and this is the Rider News.
The Mega Millions jackpot reached a record high $640 million this year. Reporter Bobby Lynn Toll gives us the scoop on the winners and what people at Rider say they would do if they won.
Thanks guys, I'm here at Rider University and we want to talk to some people about what they might actually do if they won the Mega Millions jackpot.
First, I'd probably just start doing backflips down the street. Go collect it, blow it all, buy the Yankees.
I would first and foremost get myself out of debt, probably quit my job. I don't know. Most people tell you that when you retire at that point it's pretty much like when it's over, you know? People used to work till they died, so who knows, maybe I'll just find something I really enjoy doing.
First thing I would do is I'd probably donate a portion to charity and then another portion to help out my family, and then I'm out of school. I'm getting out of here.
Probably buy half of New York and charge everyone to live there, you know. Or I'll try it, you know, buy a building and just in the name of it after myself. I do some crazy.
Pretty much just get myself out of debt, take care of my family, get them out of debt, and then invest everything else and just live off the interest, you know, make my money work for me. After $600 million, I mean, let's think about that, 6% interest. It's a pretty nice chunk of change, so after that, it's just generally what I need to live off comfortably without being insane, and then what I can actually donate to and help to put the money back into play.
I'd buy probably an island down in the Caribbean where no one could bother me, and I'd probably move my parents down there, and my grandparents live on a farm. I'd probably clean that up for them. Then whatever I don't use, I'll just keep as pocket change.
Most of the Rider students had a variety of answers, but a common goal. Back to you guys in the studio.
Winners of the Mega Million remain anonymous. 3 Maryland public school teachers will take home $35 million after taxes. A woman in her 20s, a man in his 40s, and a woman in her 50s have been identified as the winners.
The streets of Patterson are now back to normal after a cow was spotted running through the streets. And animal control officers tranquilized the 720-pound animal after it became stuck between a fire hydrant and a truck. No one was injured.
Governor Chris Christie believes that our country is becoming a paternalistic entitlement society where people sit on the couch and wait for the next government check. Christie spoke for 30 minutes today in New York at a tax policy conference hosted by former President George W. Bush. Rider University political scientist Ben Dworkin said Christie gave Democrats a lot to work with today.
22 puppies are almost home safely after a fire in Hopewell Township on Monday. 13 of the dogs are being cared for at Safe Animal Rescue and are expected to make a full recovery. Unfortunately, one puppy died of smoke inhalation, and 2 others were later euthanized. Safe Executive Director Piper Burrows says that they gave the puppies a lot of TLC, and as far as they can tell, they're in great health. All of the dogs are expected to be returned to their owners tomorrow morning.
Miami Marlins manager Ozzie Guillen is returning to Miami today to explain his controversial comments about Cuban leader Fidel Castro. Guillen told Time magazine he loves Castro and respects the Cuban dictator for staying in power so long. Many Cuban Americans are heated, and one group plans to demonstrate outside the Marlins' new ballpark, where the press conference will be held. Guillen is known for not holding his tongue and was fined in 2006 for using a homophobic slur. The Marlins released a statement saying there is nothing to respect about Castro, calling him a brutal dictator. Guillen has since apologized for his statements about Castro and described the past few days as upsetting and sleepless. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey will spend more than $250 million to renovate the Harrison PATH train with direct access to Manhattan, Jersey City, and Hoboken. The PATH train is an integral part of Harrison's plan to transform itself into a commuter's paradise. Construction will begin in January and completed in April of 2017.
Florida Neighborhood Watch George Zimmerman reportedly turned himself in Wednesday afternoon following the announcement of his charges. Zimmerman is charged with second-degree murder in the death of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Jacksonville prosecutor Angela Corey said her job was to, quote, find out the truth of the incident in Florida. A conviction of second-degree murder in the state of Florida carried a maximum sentence of life in prison. The Trayvon Martin case sparked a nationwide debate about race and racial profiling in cities and college campuses nationwide.
Rick Santorum is out of the Republican primaries. We'll tell you what Mitt Romney's next move is right after the break.